I deleted every photo, but I kept the date. Told everyone I'm fine and almost believed it too. There's a version of myself still standing at your gate, the one I never mentioned, the one that is still for you. I keep the volume up, I keep the mirrors turned, I keep repeating it, watch everything I learn, tell myself it's over, but my hands still know you're one. Okay, I lied. I pressed your name into my chest like a bruise I earned. I sat in parking lots at 3 a.m. and learned what silence sounds like when it's shaped like someone's voice. I said I didn't care because I had no other choice. I said I didn't care, I said I didn't care, but I'm still here at midnight, drowning in the air. I said I didn't care, God I swear, but every empty room I enter, you were there. I said I didn't care, I said I didn't care, I said I didn't care. Glass towers drag their shadows down the avenue. I'm moving through the crowd like smoke that has no name. My coat is buttoned high, my face arranged and smooth, but something in my chest keeps stuttering the same. I did this, I did this, I watched it and I let it go. I did this, I did this, and I almost didn't know. Broken by my own hands, broken Patient condensation like it means a thing. I've answered every message with the right amount of warmth, but something in the timing gives me awake. And I almost said it, I almost said it, swallowed it at the door. I almost said it, I almost said it, don't know what I'm saving it for. The worst is right behind my teeth, and it's heavier than before. Sorry in the dark, sorry in the dark. I give you silence where the light should leave my eyes. Sorry in the dark, sorry in the dark, sorry in the dark. The room is full of everything except the heart is quiet. I've rehearsed the conversation 40 different ways. Every version ends with me retreating to the hall. I know exactly what I owe you and I know the way. The closest I have come to saying it is nothing at all. I almost said it, I almost meant it, choked it back again. I almost said it, this time it nearly left me standing at the edge. The word is right behind my ribs now, and I'm running out of breath. I owe you more than absence, I owe you the version of me that doesn't disappear when it gets real. The truest thing I know is this, I have been sorry every night for longer than you know, and I never once said it to your face. Sorry in the dark, bleeding in the dark. I give you silence where the truth should leave a mark. Sorry in the dark, sorry in the dark. I've been carrying the weight of it and falling apart. Sorry in the dark, sorry in the dark, sorry in the dark, sorry. Blue light crawls across the ceiling, soft and slow. I'm lying in the architecture tonight. The city sends its signals through the window glow. Oh, I look composed from any angle in light. I type it out, I type it out. Watch the cursor blink. I type it out, I type it out. Let it reach the brink. My finger hovers over sand, and I pull back from the sink. Unsent messages, unsent messages. I'm burning in a crowd out of all the words I couldn't give. Unsent messages, unsent messages. The drafts are full of fire and the inbox stays empty. I have 7th and beginning saved from March alone. Each one more honest than the last and none delivered. I know your patterns well enough to know when you're alone. That's not the kind of detail I was meant to keep forever. I typed it out, I meant it this time. Watch myself retreat again. messages. Unsent messages. I'm drowning in a crowd of all the words I couldn't give. Unsent messages. Unsent messages. I've been writing you a version of the truth I cannot live. Unsent messages. Unsent messages. I drove home through the district with the lights turned low. The skyline held its posture like it had no guilt. I walked into the party with a control glow. Shook every hand inside the house that I had built. I knew what I was doing, I knew what I was doing. Told myself it's fine. I knew what I was doing, I knew what I was doing. Somewhere crossed the line. I kept the story tidy, but the edges don't align. I was the villain, I was the villain, standing in the warmth of every fire I set burning. I was the villain, I was the villain. Girl, don't love me in the light, but I knew what I was earning. How about you trust me like I hadn't planned the exit out? I'll let you build a room inside a house I'm meant to leave. The almost confessional is this and I'll say it now. I knew you'd fall and I just watch it happen quietly. I knew what I was doing, I knew what I was doing. There was no mistake. I knew what I was doing, every move was chosen. Something's gonna break. saying all the right things at the right time to the room. My glass is never empty and my smile is never split, but something underneath the surface shifts a little too soon. I said sorry, like the word still meant a thing. I said sorry, like it covered everything. I handed you the syllables, and kept the actual sting. Empty apologies, empty apologies. I dressed the wound in language while the damage kept on bleeding. Empty apologies, empty apologies. The words were warm in practice, but the cold came right behind them. I've used the same construction about 17 different times, adjusted for the context, but the architecture holds. I know the exact cadence that will soften up the lines, and I have watched it work on you and felt my chest go cold. The thing I've never said is that I knew before I spoke that sorry was a door I'd close and open as I chose. I said sorry, what you needed to be real. I said sorry, I broke what couldn't heal. I handed you the syllables, and I am running out of steel. The truth has no performance. I have been apologizing in the key of self-protection. Every sorry was a strategy. The most honest thing I've said in years is that I've never once been sorry in the way you needed me to be. Empty apologies, hollow apologies. I dressed the wound in language while the damage kept on bleeding. Empty apologies, empty apologies. I gave you every word except the one that required feeling. Empty. The fog rolls off the river onto lampless streets. I'm moving through the evening like I own the code. I've rearranged the furniture and changed the sheets, but every room I walk into has got your shape inside the wall. You're still here, you're still here, in the corner of the light. You're still here, you're still here, in the middle of the night. I keep telling myself I'm over it, but you never left my side. Haunted by you, haunted by you. I'm standing in a crowd of people burning warm and through. Haunted by you, haunted by you. The lights are on in every room, but all I see is you. I went on with my life the way the people say to do. Filled the calendar with faces, kept the windows bright. I laughed at all the right moments and I mostly made it through. But I reached across the bed at 4 a.m. last night, and the worst part isn't missing you. The worst part is I let you back in without asking why. You're still here, you carved into the quiet, in the space behind my eyes. I keep telling myself myself, I'm past it, but I'm running out of love. I don't believe in holding on to what won't stay, but my body hasn't learned to let the memory decay. You are the static underneath every song I play. The truest thing is this: I have built my whole interior around the fact of you. Haunted by you, consumed by you. Yeah, I'm standing in a crowd of people burning cold and through. Haunted by you, haunted by you. The lights are on in every room and still I can't break through. I've tried to let you go. I've tried to let you go. Haunted by you. I pulled up to the venue in a car I chose for image. The valet took the keys like I was someone worth the wait. I moved through every handshake with a calibrated distance. My posture was a sentence that I practiced in the shade. But somewhere in the mirror of the bathroom past the hallway, I held my own reflection for a second to dim on. I built this every wall and every floor. I built this, don't know what I built it for. The architecture's perfect, but there's nothing at the core. Behind the ego, behind the ego, I'm standing in the spotlight over hollow frozen ground. Behind the ego, behind the ego, behind the ego. The crowd is loud and reaching, but nobody's getting through. I've monetized the distance and I've stylized the silence. Made a brand out of the posture that kept everyone at bay. I can't command a room with nothing but my presence, but I haven't let a single person see me in the day. Almost confessional I've carried without setting down is that the confidence was scaffolding I built around the wound.